It's Renee here. So I decided to go ahead and make a YouTube channel per lots of requests. Normally, I will be doing skincare and makeup routines, tutorials, things like that. I figured right now, best way to start off is for y'all to see the all natural me, so you guys can get a better look at before and afters. These videos and tutorials are going to be simply just for fun. You guys feel free to comment, to like, subscribe so you guys can get the notifications. But I do want y'all's feedback and let me know what y'all think. If y'all want me to add something, take something out. If this is truly just for y'all's benefit, I get a lot of questions on my skincare and my makeup. So it's really just for you guys. I mean, it's just for fun for me, but you guys might get something out of it. So just a little bit about me to begin with. For those of you that don't know, I do have two kiddos, Violet, Valentino, one on the way. I am doing one more month. So I will try to post as much as possible, being that I'll be pretty busy pretty soon. So if you guys have any requests, if you think there's anything you want to see, anything you want to know, let me know. I'll be posting all of my social medias in the comments for the links. So if you guys don't already follow me, you can. But I figured this is the best way to begin. I went ahead and actually already took a shower. Today's video or today's channel is just going to be mostly the skincare routine that I am currently using or doing. So I'll start with basically what I'm going to go ahead and use after I've already cleansed. I will go back and show you guys what I used to cleanse my face today and to take off all my makeup. But just to consume some time, I'm going to go ahead and kind of start in the middle and show you guys how I detox my face. So to start, I do not use drugstore products. Those of you that do, or those of you that have a routine in it, I think it's great. It's cheaper. I'm all for it. Me personally, my skin doesn't like it. I've tried Neutrogena, I've tried Biore, I've tried Claricel, I've tried so many different things, and we're just not friends. So I will admit I am a luxury whore. So everything that I get is typically at Sephora. So I will give you guys a lot of tricks and tips for to consume some money and save you guys some bucks, considering that a lot of these products are high end and they are expensive. So just stay tuned for that. But what I'm going to go ahead and start with is going to be the Kiehl's Rare Earth Deep Pore Cleansing Mask. This is a white Amazon clay mask. It does retail at Sephora for $35. And as you can see, it's actually kind of gray. It looks white in the camera, but it's a kind of like a gray color. But this jar, as you can see, it's pretty big. I mean, this will go a long way. I've already used it numerous of times and it's still full. So it does retail, I believe, for $35, which is actually a lot cheaper than a lot of other mud masks or clay masks that you may find at Sephora. One of the biggest tips and tricks that I will tell you guys is one of the things that I love about Sephora, being though that they are more on the expensive side, you can get samples. So that's one little thing that I will share with you guys later on, is using samples to help save you some money. They do go a long way. They do last a long time, especially with skincare that you don't need to use every day. So this is a great example. I actually purchased this for free with my points through Sephora, and I actually ended up really liking it. So I'm going to actually start out with this, being that my face is already cleansed, just because it does need to stay on the face for about 10 minutes or longer, just depending on your preference. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply it with this silicone brush that I got from Sephora as well. It's really cool because it has these little like soft silicone brushes on this one side, and then the other side's like the little spatula. So a lot of times what I'll do when I'm cleansing my face is I'll use the little bristle sides to kind of like get in the eye, especially like in the creases and stuff. So it's super soft, but it's really comfortable, and it's super cheap. I think it's like $8. And you don't have to use this one. Of course, you can use any spatula. I'm pretty sure there's some drugstore ones as well, that you can find like at Walmart or Target or whatever. But I just bought this one when I was working there, and I love it. So we're just gonna go ahead and apply this all over the face. Now this mask, it pretty much detoxes the pores. And for me, I'm not particularly acne prone. As you can tell, I don't have like crazy acne. I can get it depending on the situation, depending on what's going on with my face or certain things that I'm eating, if I'm stressed out, certain things like that. But I'm not very like super acne prone. But I do tend to get really bad clogged pores. And this just helps after a very warm shower, or after cleansing your face with really warm water. I particularly like ripping my skin off hot type of water, because that really opens up the pores. But after a good shower, and your pores are open, you want to apply your detoxing mask as soon as possible while the pores are open, so the mask can really get into your pores and cleanse it out. And this mask is really cool because like some masks that you guys may have already tried out, you can kind of feel like the little tingling sensation, so you can actually feel it like cleaning out your skin. And I love that feeling. So again, this is just on for just a few minutes, like 10 minutes or so. I usually try not to leave it on any longer than what the labels say, just for sensitive skin reasons, reaction reasons, and stuff like that. But I have tried to, I've had a hard time with my face during the pregnancy of, I've had a hard time like keeping everything, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess consistent. My face has just been all over the place with my hormones. So it's been really hard for me to find a routine that's been working for me that sticks. And this is what works for me right now. I was actually previously using Murad products, like the whole skincare line. And again, I'm not like seriously acne prone, but it just helped maintain my face and just help keep it clear all the time. So I was using the whole skincare line, but my hormones and Murad are not friends right now, so I had to switch it up. So right now I'm using the Kiehl's brand. Again, $35. So for now, while this is sitting in for those few minutes that I mentioned, I'm going to go back and show you guys what I use to cleanse my face with. I do also, after my whole skincare routine or during, like right now, I will use a lip scrub. So those of you that know me know I wear lipstick almost every day. But I do have a really bad, I guess, like I peel a lot. So I do use a scrub. I use this one here from Too Faced. It's the Peach Collection. It smells so good. Literally smells like peaches, but this is what it looks like. It's this little peachy scrub. And I use another little silicone brush. It's from Sephora as well. And it has kind of like the same thing. It's really hard to tell because it's tiny, but it does have these little bristles. And so I'll just take a small little scoop and I will rub that in my lips, take off all the dead skin. Leaves your lips super smooth and wet. And I love that like luscious, like soft, wet feeling when I'm like cleansing my lips. I don't like it particularly during the day. With my lipstick, I like a really dry matte lip, which is another reason why I use this, because at the end of the night you do want to have them hydrated. And so I'm just gonna go in, and you'll see like the little scrubs, the little beads and stuff from the product. And I'll just kind of let that sit while my face mask is doing its business, just so they can kind of soak in the skin and work its magic. So it doesn't take a lot of effort. It really just does the job for you. With scrubbing, you don't have to use a brush. You can just use your finger. I personally don't like that gooey, sticky feeling on my hands, and I feel like it's a little hard to wash off. So I like to use the brush. I do wash the brush afterwards, but it's just easier to clean. So while that's sitting as well, basically what I use to cleanse my face currently is also a Kiehl's, what is called a Midnight Recovery Botanical Cleansing Oil. This is what it looks like. It retails for, I think, $32 at Sephora. There's also a Kiehl's store at La Cantera as well, and they do the same thing as far as samples. So if you can't find it in Sephora, whether it being in store or online, you can go inside the Kiehl's store at La Cantera or on their website as well. But I use a double cleanse. So the first thing I do is, with all my makeup on, I pump usually 3 pumps of this, and I'll tend to work the outer spots of my face. I'll completely miss the eyes first. So I'll try to take off as much as possible with dry hands, again, with the makeup on. So like no rinsing on. You can rinse it off if you like, as much as possible. I personally don't, because you really don't need to. With me double cleansing, I don't feel like it's a necessity. So I'll go in again, 3 pumps, do the outside of my face first, and then I'll do 1 more pump and then do the eyes last. Being that I wear a lot of eye makeup, I don't want to do my eyes and then rub it all in my face because I'm gonna have all this black everywhere. And it's a little bit harder to take off. So I do it that way. Then after, I use the Tatcha, the Deep Cleanse. It does have these little beads inside. And this is an oil, by the way. So that's why you don't need any water. But this one here, once you rinse off the oil and try to take off as much product as possible, which this will take off the majority of it, I go in with a double cleanse. So these do have these little like exfoliating beads in here, kind of like the scrub. And this will just take off the rest of the excess makeup that's left over, especially for me since I wear a lot of eye makeup. I tend to get really deep into my under eyes, and this will just do the trick, and it smells so good. I think this retails for $38 if I'm not mistaken. And it's, I think, a 5 fluid ounces, 150 mLs. That is the, on the label, but it's the Deep Cleanse. It's kind of like a greenish tone, like a minty color, and I love it. And I love Tatcha because it has a bunch of like Japanese fruits and all kinds of ingredients for like sensitive skin, and anti-aging, things like that. So these are the 2 products that I use to take off my makeup prior to the mask. The mask, again, you don't need to use it every day, 2 to 3 times a week, just depending on how much you feel like you need it. I personally have not used it this week at all, so my skin's dying for it. So then afterwards, now that this has kind of already been setting for a few minutes, just for the sake of the video and just to consume some time, we're going to go ahead and actually just remove it off. So this one in particular, the Kiehl's, the clay mask, you actually don't need to rinse it off. You actually wipe it off. Personally, not normally a fan of products that you have to wipe off. But being that it has that tingling sensation, it does feel really good. It kind of still feels like it's still working even after you take it off. So you're actually just going to go in with a damp, warm towel, which I already have here handy. And you'll just wipe off everything as much as possible. And I usually will take this, and you always want to avoid the eye area, but I usually, I won't actually put this on my eye, but when I'm rubbing out what's left of it, I'll take the same, like the same spots, and I'll just kind of run it under my eye again, just to make sure I got all the mascara, all the eyeliner, all that good stuff. But you'll know also too when this is done, because it dries and it doesn't have like that flakiness, which I actually really like, because a lot of mud masks tend to, once they dry, they'll flake and then they'll start like falling all over your clothes and stuff like that while you're waiting. But this one doesn't do that. I mean, if you let it sit for like too long, then yeah, it's going to. But you definitely want to time yourself when it comes to these masks. And another thing that I did want to add while I'm taking this off is that what I love about these the Kiehl's brand is that it's safe for me personally, being that, one, I have sensitive skin. Again, I don't really have like acne prone skin, just really bad clogged pores, but I do have very sensitive skin. I have a lot of reactions from a lot of different products, but also too, being that I'm pregnant, there's actually a lot of products, even with the brand of Tatcha, that have certain ingredients in there that are not safe for pregnant women. So that's definitely something that you guys want to keep an eye out for. Again, with Sephora, like if you go online to their website and you go to more info, and you it'll tell you, like, you know, what it does, all that good stuff, but it'll also tell you the ingredients. So if you're not one that knows exactly what ingredients you should and should not be using, it's something that I encourage people to find out, just, you know, for the sake of your health and your baby's health. But that's why I do like this brand, because it is safe. I was actually using some other products before, including the Murad, which has some ingredients in there that are not safe, so I had to stop using them. But now that that's gone, I'm going to go in with a couple other Kiehl's products. Just dropped the lid. So this one here is going to be the Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment with Avocado. I dropped the lid so you can see it's already open. It is green, which is pretty cool, like avocado. It has a pretty distinguished smell to it. I'm not going to compare it to avocado because my sense of smell is just so strange right now. But this is just particularly for the eye. I do have really dry eyes, and I tend to pack on a lot of eye makeup, especially concealer, around my eyes. As you can see, I have really dark eyes. And so this will help just keep them hydrated overnight, so that way in the next morning, I'll actually apply this on with my morning skincare routine as well. And it just helps give that extra boost with applying it at night. So that way my eyes are not so dry when applying my makeup, and it doesn't look so cakey. And I think this retails for $30 as well. And this is actually the mini size, and you literally just need a pea size of product. And again, same thing with this. Like, I've already dipped into I don't know how many times, and it's still full. So I actually really love this. So again, it's green. It has the labeling, the letters are green. It's like really blurry, but you can see the lettering is green. So that's what I'll use for just in my eyes. And it feels really good. And then next, I'm going to go in with the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Concentrate. This is what it looks like here. This one is actually really on the pricey side. I think this particular bottle is, it's 1 fluid ounces, and I think this particular ounce is retailing for $50. So, and I actually got this while I was working with Sephora. And it's already like halfway gone, and I've only had it for a couple of months, but I do share it with my honey. So he uses it sometimes too, so it's kind of going out faster than usual. But I'll just take 3 drops, 1 in the middle here, 1 on the side here, 1 on the side here. And so what this is it's a midnight concentrate, like recovery. So basically, just to give you a little breakdown on the label here, a replenishing elixir of pure essential oils and distilled botanicals to visibly restore the appearance of skin by morning. So if you have like that, like dullness, dryness, of course, being that it's an oil, that really helps. But if you just feel like you have like those problem areas, this will really make it go away. And it makes your skin so glowy in the morning. You'll totally wake up with like a new face. And again, I don't really know how it works, to be honest, with like acne prone skin, this may or may not work for you. I wouldn't know, being that I don't have a serious acne problem. But it does help with my pores, and I tend to get really bad clogged pores around my chin here. And when I use this, I don't use it well, actually, yeah, I guess I do use it every single night, but if I'm a little bit more on the oilier side, I won't use it. But lately, I have been on the dry side, so I've been using it every day. But it doesn't clog my pores, so that's why I really like it, being that I have really bad pores. So I'll go in with that, and it's really smooth. And so I'll just blend that in all over my face and in the neck as well. I feel like the neck is super important. I feel like a lot of people skip that step, and I'm just not one of those people that that just does the face. So I feel like the neck is just as important, it's just as visible. So I feel like it's really important to treat the neck as well. And so now what I'm going to go in with is the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. This is it here, and I think this retails for $30 as well. And there's a few different sizes. There's I want to say 2 or 3 of them, and they're all different prices, but it's just a white moisturizer, and this is probably one of my favorite moisturizers because, again, it doesn't clog my pores. It doesn't have a strong scent to it, which I love. The ingredients are really good. Oh, hello. You want to say hi? So here's my little one. For those of you that don't know, this is Valentino. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. Mommy's making a video, okay? And so this is just my moisturizer that I use normally on a regular basis. But I'm not sure if I'm actually going to... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use it. Since I have been a little bit more on the drier side, I'll put this all over my face. So normally for me personally, what I used to do is I used to just moisturize where I felt like I needed it the most. And I feel like it's really important to make sure you have a balance. And I really like this moisturizer because I feel like it does just that. It completely balances my entire face. I'm not too oily in some spots or too dry in others. So that's why I like this one. But I'll still put this everywhere, even still on the eyes, even though I've already treated it with the eye mask. And it's a little difficult with my glasses on, but I can't see without them, so that's why they're on. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do, because I've been more on the drier side and I feel like my face has been really dull and just looking a little bit more cakier with my makeup, I'm going to go in with another Tatcha brand. This is going to be the Tatcha Dewy Skin Night Concentrate. I don't have the actual container for it because I did get it as a sample at Sephora. It does retail for $110 for just the regular size bottle or container. So it is definitely very pricey, but being that I've already tried it, tested it out, I've used it, I actually really love it, and I would definitely buy it. Just for now, I'm just using the sample that I have just to use it up. Just this one little sample itself, I've already had for probably 3 months, and it's still going strong. So just to give you guys a tip on that, but it does come in a box very similar to this. Tatcha, again, Dewy Skin Night Concentrate. But the container itself is freaking huge. It's probably bigger than my hand. And then it comes in a little, big purple container, very similar to this. This one is actually the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. This is the one you can use during the day. This one is just a mini one that I got for free with an online purchase that I made on Sephora. But it looks just like this. It's just for nighttime, and you wake up with this beautiful luminous glow like you would not believe. Literally the best glowing mask I've ever used. Again, it's really pricey, but I wouldn't purchase a different one. So I'm just gonna go in with my little sample that I still have left here, and I'm just gonna put that all over the face. It's actually more of like this like jelly consistency, so it's kind of strange, but once you blend it in, it doesn't feel jelly, like not like jam or anything where it's like sticky. it glides in really smooth. It literally just kind of melts, almost like water. I mean, it feels like water. But you do want to make sure that you shake it up, because if not, it all kind of sits and it'll set at the bottom of the container or your sample. So I'm just going to apply that all over the face. Like I said, I've been on the really dry side lately, and this will just help lock all those products that I just put in my face and then some. It's going to give me that really beautiful luminous glow in the morning. And if you guys like, I will show y'all my morning skincare routine. So depending on what I feel like I need, the Kiehl's is really my go-to. But I do have a few other products that I like to incorporate in my skincare routine as well. And I use pretty much the same ones in the morning. So if you guys like, I can go ahead and post that in the morning and show you guys a couple other Tatcha and other products that I use as well. So with the lip scrub, I do still have a little bit of the excess beads, the little scrubs on my lips, and I'll just kind of like brush those away. They do dissolve, so you can kind of just like, you know, rub them in. You can wipe it off. I usually tend to leave it on and just let it settle in, because it gives a really nice like hydrating feeling. And I usually go in with a lip mask as well, but because I just put the scrub on right now and I'm not going to bed right away, I'm not going to put it on. But I will show you the guys that in another video later on, because I use it every night, or at least I try to. But that's pretty much it. So as you guys can see, my face is like super cleansed. It looks, you can already tell with the lighting, it's already like dewy and just hydrated, and it feels clean. It feels really good. Tomorrow I'll have my hair fixed, and I can try to put in my morning skincare routine with you guys as well. So again, this is just for fun. This is really just giving the people what they want. If you guys have any questions, just comment it, DM me, whatever you guys need to do to reach out to me. Again, I'll be posting my my social media links in the comments. So if you guys have any questions, just let me know. But thank you guys for tuning into my new channel. I hope you guys loved it. Thanks.